What is up, YouTube? It's your franchise guy, coaching with another episode of Phillies franchise. Phillies 7-0 take on the 3-5 Atlanta Braves, who unfortunately got bumped by none other than the St. Louis Cardinals, who not only got bumped by Washington Nationals. So Scott King getting super into his warm-ups, like way too involved in his warm-ups right now. Daniel Norris on the mound. No starts, 0-0 record, ERA is none, 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, 1 whip, 2 Ks so far. Not too bad on the young season for Daniel Norris. Came over in the Vince Velasquez trade last season, so he's just trying to stick around his team right now. He's more of a lefty bullpen arm, but we thought, why not give him a hit, or give him a shot, really, at cracking starting rotation one more time. But lead the game off with a single right here. Not what you want to see. Next batter up. Gonna be a deep fly. This one's going to be off the wall right there. Right fielder misjudges it. Hazley, though, picks it up, fires in. The run from first will score. So an RBI double for the the third batter in the rotation. 3-2 count now to Acuna Jr. He's going to strike out looking. Not like Acuna Jr. to strike out. Usually he's a swing for the fence on every pitch at bat kind of guy. Now on the mound is Sean Newcomb in one start. He has a 5.79 ERA, 4.2 innings pitched, 6 hits, 2.79 whip, 7 walks on 6 Ks. Why would you let that man stand for so long? The 7 walks alone would have had me pull him. But Gene, the mean hit machine, leads this game off with none other than a single, because that's what he does. That's what we pay him to do. He gets paid a lot of money to hit singles to lead off the game. And he's on a pretty good streak. In the last couple episodes, he's led the game off with a single. McCutchen up next now, since there's a lefty. He's batting in the 2-hole. This one deep to left field. It's going to be actually gone right there. A surprising home run from Andrew McCutchen. His third in 7 games, 8 games now on the season. So he's off to a fairly hot start for the Phillies. That's something we were missing last year in the playoffs. We were end up with Roman Quinn because for some reason it wouldn't let us have Adam Hazley in the majors for McCutchen's roster spot, because apparently he got called up too late. But nonetheless, Andrew McCutchen, not missing a step pretty much, looking to have a repeat year of last year. And he's just having a grand old time starting this game off, right? Look at that swing right there. Look at that pop. That's what you want from a guy like Andrew McCutchen, You don't want, lazy hits. Take a look at the Phillies lineup. You have Gene Segura, Andrew McCutchen, Harper, Hoskins, Kenley Pence, Hazley, and Austin Nola behind the mound, or behind the plate this time. This is Austin Nola's MLB debut this game. So, the rookie catcher, 30 years old, the older brother of Phillies All-Star, Aaron Nola. Aaron Nola has made the All-Star game, at least in his franchise mode so far. So, fingers crossed he does. But Daniel Norris settles down in the second inning, though. 1 out, gets a strikeout right there. 2-2 count now. It's another strikeout, so back-to-back strikeouts for Daniel Norris. Not bad for the former Blue Jays prospect right here. 1-1 count right now. And it's going to be a hit past the reaching glove of first baseman Rhys Hoskins. The right fielder fires it in. That will be Hunter Pence, the former Philly, now returned for a second trip with the Phils. And the ending off will be a strikeout for Mr. Norris. With 1 man on, 3 Ks in the inning. Hoskins up now, so it's Austin Nola up now this time. Nola's going to drive this one deep, and that one's going to be gone. The home run ball is flying this game as Austin Nola records his first major league home run in his major league debut right here. Way to go, Mr. Nola. Maybe your younger brother can get some of that hitting mojo rubbed off on him. You see right there, number 72, the inverse of Aaron's number of 27. Thought that'd be a nice little nod right there for the family-on-family connection. I do know Mr. Austin Nola is currently playing for the Seattle Mariners. That's where we got him from. He came over in the Jay Bruce trade last season, just as a throw-in piece. Nothing really was supposed to come of it. But hey, look at him now making his major league debut. So we do have some catchers. We have MJ Melendez, Austin Nola, and Devi Gurriel set to make major league debuts for the next season or so. But top of the third is I guess gonna end with a Freddie Freeman strikeout right here. So Daniel Norris keeping his Braves lineup in check. You got some hitters in that lineup, and so far only one run on 3 hits. McCutchen back up now. McCutchen's going to drive this one to deep left center field. He's going to get down in the gap right there. Center field's got it. McCutchen on his way to second. He's going to get in there standing before the ball even left, the outfield. Got that. Bryce Harper now up. Going to get a walk issued by Newman right here on a very close borderline pitch. Could have gone either way right there, but the umpire decided he wanted to give Harper the break. Gave him the walk. Must have felt bad because, well, he hasn't hit a home run yet. Next up is Mr. Hunter Pence, who's number 24 in his second go around with the Phillies. He's going to load the bases up with that single right there. So there's, 2 outs, bases juiced, bottom of the third. Manager for the Braves out here trying to calm down his young lefty pitcher right here, Newcomb, who has switched to the bullpen role in real life. Is still a starter in this universe, but unfortunately he does get out of it. Daniel Norris now back up, gonna let up a single with one man out for the top of the fourth inning. So I mean, Daniel Norris has allowed a couple singles. His fourth hit allowed of the game right now. Not too bad. I mean, if he can get us through 5 innings, I'm not gonna be too mad by that. But 3-2 count doesn't get a strikeout right here to end the inning. So Daniel Norris knows when to be clutch. I'll tell you that. But I don't know if he has what it takes to be on our rotation. Segura though gonna line this one off the pitcher for the final out of the inning. That's ironic right there. 1-2 count now. Gonna get a strikeout here. So back to back 1-2-3 innings. The bottom of the fourth and the top of the fifth both go down in order. So I mean Nolan, Newcomb and Norris both having stellar innings. But there we go. There was a frame right there from the menu. Guess we're warming someone up right now. But McCutchen comes up now. Gonna send that one deep to the opposite field right there. That's gonna be a home run. His fourth of the game. I guess fourth of the season, second of the game. Newcomb not having it this time against righties. McCutchen has pretty much been platooning against righties. I guess the lefties, really, my apologies. He doesn't hit righties, so he's been platooning against the lefties. I don't know. He's got one more year on his contract. Do we keep him around? Do we use him as a utility outfielder next season? Has a lot of question marks up in the air now with Andrew McCutchen going into his age, I guess his mid-30s currently. He's got a pretty big price tag, and we don't know what to do with him. Hoskins up now. Hoskins gonna get that one down right in front of the right fielder right there. So it's gonna be one man on, one out. Now Kingery up. Still one man on, one out. It's gonna go from the other way. It's gonna go over the jumping left fielder. That'd be Ronald Acuna misplaying that ball right there. Hoskins gets into third easily. Kingery stays at first. Newcomb knows what's coming right there. Catcher's trying to give him a bit of approval. Manager comes out, takes the ball from Newcomb. He is clearly upset with himself on this game. Looks up at the scoreboard one last time to see what he has left his team in as what hole. See Pence on deck right now, and in will come Max Fried. 4 games, 1-0 record, no starts on the season. So that's kind of a weird 1-2 combo to go to. Newcomb to Fried. You go from a lefty to a lefty. Fried, someone who was on our trade target block a season ago, has kind of fallen off now. But you see right there, that's a bit of a misplay by the second baseman Ozzy Albies right there as he tags out the lead runner, but he fails to, relay it. But Free gets bailed out the next batter though with a strikeout. So bit of a wacky ending for Max Fried's, 2 outs. But it will come to Dewberry Ramos. So Daniel Norris tonight is done. He's gotten us as far as we wanted him to go. So Dewberry Ramos will become the first bullpen arm to come out. I mean, 5 innings from Daniel Norris, very solid game. Only allowed the 1 run in the first inning, but you still got the strikeout right there. Pinch hitting now for Norris will be David Bodie, 26-year-old, came over last year in the Cubs deal. Just need a utility infielder, kind of utility outfielder guy. So he gets a single right here off the pitcher. Sean Newcomb still being in there. He seems like he's in a lot more pain than he originally appeared to be. Not MJ Melendez. The catcher throws his glove down. Manager comes out, kind of gives him a talk to, gives him a pound in the back, lets him get a breather in. But in will come Sean Reed Foley, the team's Rule 5 draft pick. In 3 games, he's a 1-0 record. So not too bad. I think it's a strikeout right here of Albies on the changeup, who, had that costly, mental blunder an inning or so ago. Phillies lead 5-1 now on top of the 7. 2-2 count now, and it's going to be a single up the middle. Kimmy probably could have dove for that one, but he did not want to risk an injury, so he let that one up. I mean, it's kind of strange when you think about it. Harper now up. Harper's going to send this one for a drive. Freed is still out there, I believe. It's going to be off the top of that right field wall. Harper going to cruise in the second base, standing up. No need to push it to that for a triple. Third double on the season now for Bryce. Hoskins up now, and Hoskins gets all of that one as the lefty, who's clearly done an inning ago, lets up a big fly to the first baseman for the Philadelphia Phillies, his fourth home run of the season. I mean, that's not what you wanted from Max Fried right there. But yet your Claude Drew looked like holding up the "Let's Go Phillies" sign, had a pretzel for the P, had some cheesesteaks for the L's. Let's take a replay of that Hoskins home run. You see right here, Hoskins just knew was gone off the end of that bat. Where's that one lands in the just short of the second deck right there. Big fly home run, but Reed Foley's still out there for his second inning of work. Gets Contreras strikeout swinging. Then gets next batter strikeout swinging. So back-to-back strikeouts in the inning for Reed Foley. Phillies lead 7-1 going into the bottom of the eighth inning. And will come Shane Carl. I mean, probably about an inning too late right now. In 4 games, he's 0-1 with an 8.31 ERA. Lefty's batting .417. Righty's batting .286 against him. And like that, Hayes is going to strike out. Like he thought that one was a bit outside, but no, that one just barely caught the corner. Put it right in the middle of that right there. Carl is quite proud of himself that he's yet to allow a home run. But in will come the power bat Jay Bruce on the season. He's got 4 home runs, batting .370, has 8 RBIs. Came over, midway through last season. He's one of those bats who are probably not going to come back next year just due to his age and versatility. He's an outfielder first baseman, and he doesn't hit righties or lefties all that well. So I mean, we can go someone younger who does that. Might a little cheaper. But now 2 outs, Segura's up. Of course, Gene Segura's gonna get a hit because he's the hit machine. There's no reason he wouldn't get a hit right now. So he's standing on first base, 2 outs in the bottom of the eighth inning right now. And Andrew McCutcheon of all people's gonna cup, and he's gonna get a bloop hit right there off of the right fielder's glove. McCutcheon's gonna get into second base right there. Segura's gonna end up at third base. So Victor Arano will come in 2 games, 2 1/3 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts already. Jeez Louise, no earned runs allowed. I mean, 0-0, no saves. 3-2 count right here is going to strike out the batter right there, looking at that 95-mile-an-hour heater. He was hoping for a ball, and he did not get one. So Arano 7 strikeouts right now, and was that 3 innings, so not too bad for the flamethrower. I mean, he's got locked up on a long-term deal for pretty cheap. I mean, the manager's looking on here, looking at what what he's chosen to go from bullpen. Freddie Freeman's gonna strike out now, so back-to-back strikeouts for Victor Arano. He's pretty proud of himself right there. Came up midway through last season, had a shutdown year pretty much. Was probably our best reliever, and you see right he's gonna strike out the side to end the game. Naps down there congratulating Daniel Norris on a good game. Not sure why we have. Actually, I do know why. JT's hurt. That's why we have Knapp and Austin Nola. That's why he didn't play. That's why we still have Knapp. So I'm pretty sure after JT comes back, Knapp's gonna be sent down. So we'll have Nola for a little bit. See how he does. Can't be much worse than Andrew Knapp. You know what I mean? Knapp's on a pretty expensive contract for what Knapp should be making. Not as bad as I messed it up last season with MLB 18, the show where I just gave everyone big contracts and then it couldn't sign anyone because all my contracts were absurdly large, and then no one would take my contracts with how bad they were. But you see the game went 7-1 right there. Andrew McCutcheon player of the game with his 2 home runs. Freeman was 1 for 4, and Cervantes was 1 for 4. Albies and Contreras were also 1 for 4. McCutcheon 4 for 5, 2 home runs. Hoskins was 2 for 4 with a home run. Nola was 1 for 4 with a home run. But as I said, test it. I'm YouTube. Peace out, rock.